Hey, do we have ice?
No.
Wow. Just wow. Like,
Do
literally
you want
wow.
me to lie to you?
Drink. A drink with no ice.
We'll be fine.
Warm.
We'll survive.
Yeah. Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, welcome to
Love and everything in between.
So today we're going to be talking about love languages and how it affects marriage.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes. So we had this discussion recently about love languages. And we had this discussion when we were doing the checklisting at the beginning.
Yes, this popular checklist.
Yes, but still, here we are.
Yes. So
Speaking of love languages, I think it would be nice to also just, for the benefits,
yeah.
of those that actually don't know what we're talking about.
Mhm.
So the 5 love languages
Yeah.
are based on a test developed by Gary Chapman.
Okay.
And the basic premise of the test is you need to find out how you express heartfelt commitment or love towards
Someone.
your significant other, your partner. And according to him, there were 5.
Yeah. Which is acts of service, words of affirmation, gifts,
receiving of gifts,
quality time,
physical touch.
Physical touch, yes.
Physical touch, yeah. So, and we find that human beings, everybody has some kind of combination
of all
these 5.
Yeah.
But in most cases, there are 2 dominant love languages.
Yeah.
In
so
every
this one that has 3.
Yeah, it's possible. But there's some really dominant love languages, and those love languages are what help you feel loved or not.
Okay.
So if I don't understand your love language, but I am trying to express love to you, because there's a tendency for me as a human being to express love the way I receive love, I may end up not showing you love. So if, for example, your love language is words of affirmation, but I think your love language is receiving of gifts, what I will tend to do, because maybe I like to receive gifts, is I'll always buy you gifts.
Yeah.
And then in my head, I'm fulfilling
that part of
fulfilling my expression of love to you. Let's imagine, for example, you have a love tank. I believe that I'm filling this tank up. You get. Meanwhile, it's getting depleted because I'm not giving you words of affirmation.
Okay.
So it is important that I understand what your language is so that I can love you, I can help you feel loved the way you need to be, and then vice versa.
Yeah.
But we find that most people, 1, don't even know what love languages are. 2, even if they know, don't really bother to try to find out. They just assume what love languages are. And it has such a major effect
on the relationship.
Relationships. I mean, when we started dating, we thought, we had my long checklist conversation, and there was an assumption that we had figured out what the love language was. And based on that, we've just been throwing things into the pots.
And so I think initially I thought your love language was receiving gifts. Initially.
Probably because you liked receiving gifts.
No, because when I used to get you gifts, you were happy. Or when I get you particular gifts that you like.
So you see, that's the thing. So I think, in my experience, that someone who likes receiving gifts as a love language likes receiving gifts. Doesn't matter whether it's big, doesn't matter whether it's small. It's just that the fact that this person thought about me and got me this thing.
Yes.
Right. But in my case, the only gifts I like to receive are specific things that I actually want.
Okay.
So if you give me something that I don't particularly want or need, small, big, whatever, it doesn't move me. It's not a big deal to me. I'm just thinking, well, okay, you got me something. It doesn't fulfill anything in me. So I'm not sitting down thinking, oh my God, like that's gonna.
They've done something.
Yeah, this person has just done. But if you if you hug me, kiss me, touch me, or you pay me a genuine compliment, I can ride on that high for days.
I want to understand. So what does this do? Like, oh, I just touch you. Like, how does that express love? Like,
so it's not just you touching me like this. It's so, for example, we're having this conversation now, right? We're just having this conversation, and then you hold my hand.
Okay.
Like, that is a sign to me that you care or something, or I'm having like a bad day, and then you give me a hug.
I understand bad day giving a hug.
Yes. So it's just the little things. Or we're walking together, or we're driving in a car, and then I'm my hand is on the gear, and then you just put your hand over my hand. It just means a lot to me. It's like a connection for me.
Okay, so it would sound funny for me because I'm doing my mind. I'm like, I'm just touching your hand.
Yes.
Like, so how is that such a big deal?
So because to me it's like a connection.
But we're already connected.
No, it's like a physical expression of the actual connection that we already have. So it means, and I think that's why it is a language. That's why it's unique to each person.
Okay.
Understand? So for me, for example, if I do something for you, let's say you want to go somewhere and you have to drive, and I come and I say, oh no, you don't. No, you know what? Chill. Let me drive you.
Yeah.
It means a lot to you.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, this person really cares, But to me, I'm just fulfilling responsibility. Like, I come, let me drive her. It's not a big deal for me.
Lagos traffic is he's a huge deal. That actor service is a huge deal for me. Like, I don't have to think of traffic, drive like a mad person, have road rage. You know.
But so beyond that.
Yeah. So maybe because I can see it, I can interpret it easily, as opposed to touch.
But I can see it. This is even more because I can feel it. Like, I can actually feel it.
So I think everybody is wired
differently. Yes. Differently. And I think it's also the intent behind it. It's not just it. Because, I mean, loads of people shake my hand, or loads of people try to hold my hand. But I will either pull away, or just like, why is it not holding my hand? Do you understand? But when you hold my hand, or when my kids hold my hand, it's a big deal for me. Like, my children coming and saying goodnight, and just give me a hug. Or when that time I had surgery on my shoulder, and I become just come, just like, your shoulder okay? Okay, let me massage it for you. That just, it just radiates into my inner soul being person. Like,
so I think I picked up a couple of tips from Ayomiko as well to help me bridge the gap, because I absolutely don't understand the whole touching. But my daughter would randomly just come to me and say, "Mommy, huggy," and I was like,
or she'll just touch your face.
Or she'll just be stroking my face, and I'm like, hey, it's okay. But when we had the conversation recently about love languages and the tanks not being full, I was like, okay, I have to definitely find a way to just
cross the divide.
And I was like, oh, okay, Amiku does this. I can try it. So randomly, I'll just come and be like, oh, are you okay? Oh, hug. In my head, I'm like, but I just have to, because that is what helps you, or that's what keeps your tank full. Because in circling it back to a union, if one person is getting the love they require and the other person is not, eventually that friction will get more, in the sense of you feel taken for granted, you feel unappreciated, you feel like, oh, I don't matter to this person. Because like the way I'm not understanding, or maybe not saying not understanding, like I'm looking at it that, okay, physical touch, that's very flimsy, but it is your love language, and that's the reality of it.
Understanding the love language of your children is an important thing.
Because, that's how I was able to pick up tips from.
Apart from even picking up tips from them, being able to understand them also helps you connect with them. So I remember there was that time where I was always busy, but I was always buying Temmie stuff. Like, I was just buying him stuff.
So acts of gift was his love language.
But all he wanted was quality time. So, and I didn't know this, so I'd just buy him stuff, do stuff for him. I mean, like, he should be happy. And then one day he stops me and looks at me and says, "Why don't you like spending time with me? Don't you like me?"
How did you feel when he said it?
Because in my head I was thinking, I don't understand. Like I'm
Buying
always buying new
gifts,
things.
yeah.
I'm always making sure
Why
you're
did you
okay.
think? Why did you think gifts was? Or were you just buying the gifts generally?
No. So two things. One, I just assumed that children just like gifts, so you just buy them.
Oh,
gifts.
okay.
And then two, I think I had gotten into a pattern of
Buying
with you
me
because I always
gifts.
buy you stuff. So
Okay.
that's why even till now, like I am making like gifts. You understand? So if I go to a supermarket to
Yeah.
buy something entirely different, I'll just be like, oh, okay, let me buy her a lollipop.
Yeah, sure.
Or let me, do you understand? Because I know she's going to appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because that's her love language.
Yeah.
You get? So it took that tennis situation to make me understand that even for children, it's
They
not
also
just
have-
they have their own. It's not just about raising them. It's not just about providing for them. You need to understand how they want to be loved and love them that way, so that they will feel appreciated.
Yeah.
And then it will also help, so that on their wedding day, they can use it to make money somehow. I don't know.
How do you make money?
I don't know. Just talk to their lager and say, tell this person to guess. If you don't guess right, you drop more. We shall figure that out.
Okay, so I think for me, my love language, we all know my love language. I love gifts.
I want me to buy you yacht.
Yacht. Hey, just scatter my brain.
So truth like you.
So, gifts and acts of service. So, acts of service for me would be, I think, I'm still a bit not sure if acts of service is.
And so, what would you say it is?
It's because the reason why I'm saying that is because I like to do for others, but I don't like people stressing themselves because I feel like it's stress. I feel like
no, it's fine.
I feel like it's stress, and I'm not sure of the place where it's coming from. So
how do you feel when I like stress myself out or go above to do something for you? How does it make you feel?
it depends on what it's because I'm like,
Okay, so for example, when you were in Abuja,
okay,
and then I was like, okay, I had things to do in Lagos, but my wife is in Abuja, and I was like, okay, I'm going to surprise her, and then I surprised you in Abuja. You had no idea I was coming. I just showed up. How did that make you feel?
I was very happy because I was sad at that time.
Was it because you were sad, or
it was a combination of everything? So that I'm saying depends. So that I'm saying the act of service for me. So unlike gifts, like if it's something small that I would be all giddy up about it. Act of service, I think it kind of depends on where my headspace is at that time when I get the act of service. So maybe that's why you also feel sometimes when you do some acts of service, it feels like you're being taken for granted. So which still brings me back to when we had that conversation that I still don't believe acts of service is my second predominant love language, which is
fine.
fair.
So
I think I can say now to say I don't know my second love language.
So do you think it's quality time? Do you think it's words of affirmation? When I tell you things like, oh, you're beautiful, or I tell you things like, this thing you did is amazing, I praise what you do, does that matter?
I don't used to believe you because you're very sarcastic sometimes. I never know. No, I'm being honest because.
But if I'm sarcastic, you know.
No, you have the act of knowing how to say something. So when you say it, I'm just like in my head. I'm like, does he really mean it, or is there somewhere we're heading to? Like, why is he saying it? So when I start thinking, when I start second guessing, then it doesn't have the effects.
Yeah, suspicious guy. That's all. Paranoid. Yeah, paranoid.
Annoyed.
I am confused.
It's okay to have only one love language.
Which is fine.
Yes, it's fine. So which we all agree on, which is gifts.
So in this life.
In this my life.
Soft life.
I'm content.
Soft life from Kevin. Gift.
I was born.
To receive gifts.
That's my slogan when I was growing up.
What's your slogan?
Not cut out for this stress. I'm not cut out for this stress. No, everybody knows.
No, they should have told me.
They must have. You didn't listen. You didn't listen.
I'll have packed my Ashoki and left.
So do you think kids inherit love languages or are influenced by the environments that they are in?
The kids inherit love language. I mean, I think kids inherit some aspects of personality.
Okay.
So I think it's very possible that kids also inherit like love language traits from their parents. I think it's I mean, it makes sense if you think about it. If we use our kids, for example, one likes receiving gifts, the other one likes
quality time.
You get, so it's like
One
your
person is touchy
one
touchy.
person is touchy feely, the other person is words of affirmation. Actually,
Yeah.
do you understand?
Okay.
So it's almost like they took.
No, but you don't have words of affirmation.
Yes, it is.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you are words
Yes,
of
yes,
affirmation.
Yes. He's checking. We will soon enter.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's that. But I also feel like the environment that a child grows up in will also influence their love language to a large extent.
So meaning like if you lacked something while
As a
you were
child,
growing up,
like
yeah.
if maybe I mean, I don't want to sound cliche, but you know how they say some people have daddy issues or
issues.
some people have mommy issues because they didn't have a father figure. There was a father figure, and then the father figure was taken away from them.
Okay, I hear
They're
you.
constantly looking for one.
I hear you, but I kind of disagree.
Okay.
Because growing up, my parents were never touchy feely. My parents were not touchy feely, and I don't think I lack touch in the sense of if you say you lacked it as a child, then I would tilt more to I want to.
So I don't think it's I mean, what individual human beings, and we have different personalities, different expressions, different ways of understanding things, right? So it could be one of two things. Your parents were not touchy feely. Maybe that's why you're not touchy feely.
Yeah,
that's why you don't even understand the whole.
I don't get it. Yeah,
because it's not. You grew up in an environment where that's not an issue. It's not even a thing.
Yeah,
you understand. So that could be the influence. So I feel like there's an environmental influence. There's a parental influence. Maybe when you were a little cuddly baby, you liked to be touched, and then nobody touched you ever, and then you just shut off that part of you, and it died and shriveled.
Wow.
And now you are a
I'm
cold,
so against touch.
a touchless soul.
Wow.
Without any touching emotion. Any touching bits
in me.
You.
Yes.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm suffering for sins of the father.
So sorry.
And I'm thinking about it, and it's deep.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's. Mm-hmm. And then for some other people, it's the lack.
Okay.
No, I think the question would be that can there be love language without money?
Yeah.
Can love languages be fulfilled if you don't have money?
Money a love language?
No.
You don't need.
No, you can make them.
If somebody's love language is quality time, the fact that you take out the time of your busy schedule, regardless of what it is, to give that time is a lot more important to the person than if you had the time. Do you understand?
Yes.
It's a bigger thing. Yes.
So how do you want to buy your gift without money?
I think for me, when I say you can make it, is, when there were times we didn't have money and he likes words of affirmation. So it was his birthday and I did not have money. So what I did was we had pictures printed. I sent pictures to my sister on WhatsApp and told her to print them from the office. She printed them. I cut them out. Pictures, significant things. Him holding the baby, having the baby in a baby bag. Not baby bag, I'm sorry.
Please, you didn't put our baby in baby bag, baby carrier.
Baby carrier, you understand? And then, him and Tenny was sitting on his chest having conversation. I picked significant pictures, sent it to her. She printed it out, and then I cut it. Then I had some glitters in the house. I put it on the cardboard and then wrote it. It was from Tenny. I remember the first time you held me. I put that picture. Then I put a biro or something on his hand and made it look like it was printed from him. And I think a piece of that cardboard is still upstairs. You understand? So I feel like you can always use everything around you.
Well, you know that for Rogba, what is important to Rogba are the words.
Okay, so let me give you an example. No, so let me give you an example of a gift, for example.
Okay.
So it was, I can't remember if it was Valentine's Day or your birthday. Mm-hmm. As usual, there was no one to take her to anywhere special or give her any gift. So what did I do? So I got Tenny, I dressed him up like a waiter. It wasn't anything major. I wore a shirt for him, wore jeans for him, and then I went into the kitchen. I made a meal. I put chair, table, carried bed sheets, put it on this thing like tablecloth. You understand? And then
It was my birthday.
Yes, it was her birthday. And then she came home. Tenny was waiting at the door and ushered her into the house. And, we put her down. And I was like, yeah, so our chef is going to bring the special menu of the day. I come out of the kitchen. I'm like, yeah, so our first meal, Indomie, a la carte with jiggy. It was...
Because there is no money.
Yes, but
You
that's
said
the
does
point.
love
You
language
said,
happen
does love
without
language
money?
happen without money? And I'm showing you that
It
love
can.
language can happen without money. And it's
Struggle.
without...
Yes.
Of course, it was a struggle, but I was able to do it. So the thing is this: if you love someone, right, and this is what I believe is the driving motivating force behind anything you do. If you love someone, you find a way to make them
it work and make them happy.
Make them happy. You will find a way. You will become creative. You know how they say, like, artists, when they are broke, is when they make the greatest
best
music.
hits.
And then when they hammer, the music now becomes rubbish. It's because there's a hunger. So if you don't have, there's a hunger to make
The person happy.
regardless of whether you have or you don't have.
So your
You wanted to say
answer to the
something?
question is that
It can do without money.
Money doesn't. Money is...
without money.
Yes, I think
More money
I think
helps
people,
you, makes your creative mind bigger.
sometimes I think more money even makes you lazier.
Yes.
Because
it
you
has
have
the flip
money.
side.
Oh,
Money
this
can
person's
buy
birthday
this.
is coming up. Buy her diamonds.
Or give
buy
her money.
whatever.
Thought goes
Do
into
you
it.
understand? It's not a big deal anymore. But when you know that, I need to do something special for
You
this
will.
person.
You think
You
creatively.
will think deep.
So it's the intention.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's intention. It's...
So if the person wants to genuinely fuel your love tank, they would genuinely do it without having to ask for something in return.
So thank you, everybody behind the camera, for giving us for contributing to this episode and giving us questions and contributions to our love language episode. It really helped.
So tips for love language, I would say, is take a test. So you know your own love language, your own way you want to receive love, so that even if you get into a relationship, it's easy for you to just say, oh, by the way, my love language is this, than having to give the person too much work to figure you out. So that can help. So take a test by Gary Chapman and observe, watch the person, listen, take out time to see how they interpret some certain things. It could give you tips and ways to also appreciate them and give them love the way they want to receive love. And
I think even with taking a test,
yeah,
you taking a test or you reading up on love languages also helps you understand how to recognize love languages.
Yes, true that.
So that's very important. So that way it's easy for you to watch somebody for a bit and say,
pick up on
okay, I get where this person is
coming from.
And then there's also just communicate.
Yeah.
Ask, do you like
this way?
What do you like? How do you like this? And it's not just a superficial surface type of thing. It's a deep question. I want to know.
So that way you are
or I did this for you. How did it make you feel?
Yeah. You're feeding the person the right,
so that
the
it
right
helps.
vibe.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys
were able to
learn
from us about how our love language. Touch me, baby. Yeah, touch me.
You like that?
So I hope we're able to, share some of I hope our experience, this our 11-year experience, somewhat has been able to, shed more light on love languages
and how it
affects relationships.
Yeah.
If you want to know more about us concerning this area, you want to find out more information, send us an email, drop us a line, drop a comment in the section, and we'll definitely get back to you. Yes, subscribe. Always subscribe. So thank you,
and we'll be back again with love and everything in between. Hi guys, we're here again
with another challenge.
And this time around, we want to know who could change a tire faster in 2 minutes. 2
minutes.
I feel I'm gonna win. So
let's see how that goes.
Challenge
accepted.
Yeah.
2 minutes. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, so Daddy has loosened 2 bolts in just...
Stay one place.
10 seconds. This is an amazing feat. And with only 1 minute and 36 seconds left, he is almost done unscrewing all the bolts. A record time. Ooh, but he looks like he's having a bit of trouble with the last bolt. This is costing him time. With 1 minute and 18 seconds left on the clock, he has loosened all the bolts.
No, first.
He now has 60 seconds left on the clock. It's a race. Will he be able to completely loosen the tire? It has been 20 seconds. It's taken him 20 seconds.
What is the not seem as easy?
Half of his time has been taken away from this minute just trying to lift up the tire. This is a race against time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Daddy took a break on the last 5 seconds. Now it's time for Mommy. With 2 minutes
Don't start the time yet. Hold on. I wanna be comfortable. So Daddy, can you help me, please?
Go! Okay. It has taken 5 seconds for Mommy to start unscrewing the first bolts. Ooh, and in a record time of 1 minute 41 seconds, she is done with the first bolts. And she's done with the second bolt even sooner.
It's hard.
She has 1 minute and 25 seconds left on the clock. How will she do this? And without wearing shoes, she struggles to move the fourth bolt. This is eating up precious time.
It's eating up precious time. Damn it.
She's loosened all the bolts.
I haven't.
And with 60 seconds left on the clock, let's see if she can make it. Ten seconds have passed. Now 20 seconds have passed. And she hasn't even lifted the car a bit.
Really?
30 seconds have passed by.
Ah!
19 seconds left. And Mommy makes a mistake. Again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm losing now.
Now it is time for the comparison.
Yeah.
Thank
Daddy
you, Tenny.
loosened all 5 bolts and jacked up the car. Mommy loosened 3 bolts and jacked up the car a little less.
Yeah.
All right, Tenny.
All right,
thank
thank
you
you.
very much.
High
Thank
five.
you.
High five. Yes. So
It's obvious that leave a man's job to a man.
it's obvious that leave a man's job to a man.
To a man. It's harder than it looks.
This is really, really difficult to do when you're under pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to do when you're not under pressure. But
I mean, I have changed the tire before, a long time ago.
anyway, thank you very much for watching. I win again. Catch you guys
On
next
an
time.
episode of Love and Everything in Between. Thank you.
What if I ring this episode?
I like that laughter. It's a serious laughter.
But yeah, you don't be mad.
We asked him.
Hey, iPhone 13 Pro.
Do you guys have any questions that you want us to like on this whole love language thing?
Yeah, that's true. Anybody want to talk?
Any other question?
Any other question?
That's a very good.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Love and Everything
In between.
We've spoken a lot on this show about, doing checklists before you get married.
Yes.
Making sure that you guys agree on a number of things. We also believe that even though you've made that checklist at the beginning of your marriage, it's okay to periodically
Check
go back,
again and
check
just be
out,
sure
you're
that
still on the same page.
we haven't done ours in a while.
So we're going to do a light, abridged version of that on today's show.
Yes, and I hope I win.
It's not a competition. It's just like,
Yeah, whatever.
how well
Do you know?
Is it still the same? That's all we want to know. All right,
Okay, let's get into it.
let's get into it.
Hit me.
What's their favorite?
Favorite movie?
Your favorite movie is originally my favorite movie was The Notebook, but as of now, I'm honestly not sure if that's still the same or if it has changed. Favorite movie? What's your favorite movie?
I don't think I have a favorite movie. I think I just have movies I enjoy. So I think it's per time or when the movie comes out. But I would say I'm still a favorite fan of The Greatest Showman.
I was actually going to say The Greatest Showman. Why didn't I just say it? I was like literally going to say The Greatest Showman.
Go with your instincts.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your favorite movie? This is tough because you like a lot of movies. So I think which movie did we just watch? Yikes. Not coming. Yes. Yeah. No, that was a series. Darn it. So what's your favorite movie?
So I'm not really a fan of
You're a fan of
I
series.
love TV series. I don't have one favorite movie. I have like some specific movies that I really love to watch. But I would rather watch a TV series anytime.
Yeah, I know it's TV series you love, yeah.
And what's my favorite TV series?
There's Better Call Saul.
No, my favorite.
Okay, favorite would
All
be
time.
Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad.
Game of Thrones.
Okay, all right.
What food would they never get sick of?
I know that one.
What food would Rogba never get sick of?
Chips.
Chips. I just can't get fried potato.
I still don't understand it.
I just can't eat it. I eat it like 5 days.
Like, anything, you don't know what to think of. Offer chips solves the problem. So what's my favorite food?
My favorite food is rice.
Yes.
I don't know how somebody's favorite food is rice. It still baffles me because rice is such a staple. Like it's such
There's so many things you can do with rice, bro.
ordinary.
You will not understand.
No, I don't.
Next.
What color did they never wear?
Never.
So, what color do you think I would never wear?
Yellow. Red. Never wear.
I wear red.
That red is not, it was, but yellow, I've never seen in yellow.
I honestly don't think I would ever wear
Yellow, no.
That's too loud.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
won't wear.
probably would never wear.
Yeah.
Such a
So what won't I wear?
I don't think there's any color you won't wear. Yeah, I think it really depends on what, like whether it's a top, whether it's sneakers, but there's no color you won't wear.
What's their go-to?
Bio's go-to drink is depending. So if we're out, Bio's go-to drink is a strawberry daiquiri. If we're at home, our go-to drink is usually moons.
So Rogba's favorite drink. Is usually an island. Is it Long Island? No. There's that cocktail that you take, but you're always mixing cocktails. I'm consistent. You are very shaky, so I can't
So I don't have a favorite
drink.
I
So
don't have a favorite drink. I drink
I think you drink as you feel.
how I feel.
Because
I want to
some weird times you just wake up and say, I want
want
an orange drink, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
how I
Okay.
feel.
They rather go out on a Friday night or stay in.
That one's
Rogba would stay in
on a Friday night. Yep.
every day.
Because even especially on a Friday night, because it's just rowdy everywhere. Just,
Not everywhere is rowdy.
yeah, but I'd rather just stay in on a Friday night.
So what's of me?
You would rather go out on a Friday night.
Yeah. Into town.
As a kid, what did they want to be when they grew up?
So as a kid, Bill wanted to actually be. She wanted to work in fashion or makeup. Like she loved makeup, she loved fashion, even as a child. Yes?
As a kid, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you as a kid, I don't know what she wants us to be. Gross.
For real? Like really? I'm broke.
I think.
No, listen to me. When I'm talking. No, I was telling you my childhood dream.
No, did you ever tell me your childhood dreams? What did you want to be when you grew up? I knew it wasn't definitely a doctor. Was it
to be an
engineer? Oh, okay. So he's still okay. Yeah. So he's still. I just didn't say it, but I didn't want to.
You're not sure.
Yes, feel the answer.
You're sure.
Yeah, I'm not arguing.
What was their favorite subject in school?
Oh,
I don't think Bio had a favorite subject in school. Bio did not find school favorites in any way. Just wanted to quickly go and finish the thing and move on with her life. So she didn't have a favorite subject.
so I think your favorite subject was maths. You like numbers. Sorry, I take it back. Books, reading, English. You liked reading. Okay, I can't help you there.
My favorite
Science.
subject is exactly, yes, it's the
Science.
same.
No.
Yep, my favorite subject was science.
No.
Exactly the same as Tenny.
Mm.
That was my favorite subject.
I didn't get that vibe from you.
There's how didn't you get it?
That means you didn't tell me.
Let's be an engineer.
It doesn't mean you like.
I wanted to be an engineer.
Excuse me. I was engineering.
The answer is obvious because I wanted to be an engineer. What would my favorite subject be?
Engineering as well, but I didn't like science.
You didn't want to be an engineer.
It could have been maths. It could have been technical drawing.
Did they have a good relationship with their family as a kid?
So Bio had a good relationship with her siblings as a kid. She had a terrible relationship. Well, not terrible. She had a rocky relationship with her mom. And yeah, it was just her mom. She had a rocky relationship with her mom. She had a great relationship with her siblings. She was always bullying them. And she had a decent, ordinary relationship with her dad. Yes or no? That was it. So
You had a very good relationship with your sister and brother. Your mom, not quite sure, but your mom, son and mommy. Your mommy was a disciplinarian, so I'm not sure.
I actually had a great relationship with
your
my
dad.
mom.
No, your mom.
I had a great relationship.
Was it because you're always in the hospital?
I just had a great relationship with my mom. My sister and I didn't really have a relationship until yes, but we didn't really have a relationship, like a relationship, until maybe when I was much older. And we could really,
have
because we had there was an age gap, there was a generation gap, so she was more like a mommy figure
than your mommy.
Yeah, not really, but I had a great relationship with my mom, and then I had a great relationship with my
brother. I know you had a good relationship with your brother. Yes. Your daddy. Yes, you had a good relationship with your daddy.
When I was really little, I had a great relationship with my dad. Yeah. When I became a teenager, we had a really, really tempestuous relationship.
Yes.
What's the favorite place they've traveled to?
Bio's favorite place that she's traveled to is a little tricky. If there's one place I know that Bio would definitely want to go back to, like right now, it will be the Maldives. I'm not 100% sure if that's her favorite place like in the world because she always wants to go to the UK for some strange reason. But I think I'd go with Maldives. I'll go with the Maldives. What's your favorite place in the world?
It would be Dubai.
I honestly would not have thought that.
Because there are a lot of things to do. That's why I keep saying, go back, go back. Go back.
Yeah, but the last time we spoke, we were like, we're not going to Dubai this time.
No, because I wanted the kids to go somewhere else. I didn't want
Oh,
to
but
go
you
for
would
my
like to
selfish.
go to
I would
Dubai.
go back to Dubai.
Over and over again.
It's because there's always something new
That's
to
so
do.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. What's my favorite place?
Your favorite place would be Europe, but you haven't been there.
Yeah, but Europe is like a continent.
Continent.
That's different countries.
So we're in Europe.
There's one place I would really love to go back to, and I won't mind living.
Paris.
Nope, not Paris, but close.
Barcelona.
Barcelona, Paris. I said you are close.
I don't understand. Avignon, boy, it's in. Okay, sorry.
But it's in Paris.
It's in Paris.
It's not in Paris, it's in France. Jeez.
Joy.
Geography lesson time. So,
Oh.
France is a country, Paris is a city, and Avignon is a city. Somebody please help me tell my wife.
Idea is need the Europe.
What's your biggest regret?
How will I know his biggest regrets? Sorry, that's off camera. What's your biggest regret? What's my biggest regret?
Bio's biggest regret. I think Bio's biggest regret is not. I think our biggest regret is having to study engineering. I think that's our biggest regret, but I may be wrong. Is that your biggest regret?
I think my biggest regret would be going to university in total, because I spent
Way too long.
trying to get a
Degree
degree
that
that
using.
I'm not using. So yeah, that would probably be my biggest regret.
So what's Rogba's biggest?
Rogba's biggest regret would be, I think, not he has dreams and he has some dreams and not being able to live them or live life a certain
Why?
way.
Why?
Why what?
Why can't I live life the way that certain way?
Because you make you put everyone first and you kind of make a lot of sacrifices. So I think that would be one of your like being able to be like, you know what, I don't care. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and damn the consequences. Or we continue dealing with the consequences as it goes. Am I right?
Yeah, pretty much. My biggest regret is actually getting married when I did.
When you did.
Yes, when I did. Not
Okay.
getting married. I'm not getting married to you. That's not.
No,
but
when
getting
you
married
did,
when I did. That's
because you didn't get to.
because I feel like I could have starting a family so early. Like just I couldn't do like a lot of things that I wanted to do. And I mean I won't trade my family for anything in the world, but I just feel like if I had waited like
A little bit.
2-3 years longer, I'd have done a lot more and then
Be able
be able to
settle
get
down.
married in the way that I wanted to be married. That one day.
Do they have someone that got away?
Does Bill have someone that got away? No, I think Bill had someone she thought would have been great that got away, but then when she saw the person later, she was like, oh, thank God. Thank God I didn't enter this year. Thank God. Am I correct?
Do you have someone that got away? I'm not quite sure. Am I correct?
You're not sure now.
So tell me now. So is there
There's
someone
no correct answer. There's no yes that's correct or no that's not correct.
And so I don't know. So tell me, as in, is there
There's someone that I
got
feel
away?
got away. I'm not sure if I actually feel like this person got away. Nah, there isn't. Yes, I got away from people, but I don't feel there was anybody that, like, looking back, I'll be like, oh my God, if only I had, you get that. I don't think so.
Okay.
What's the most important factor in their future?
What's the most important factor?
Factor.
Most important factor in Bill's future.
Even I'm curious to know that.
I think the most important factor in Bill's future. So two things come to mind, but I have to pick one. So if I have to take a toss up between her career and having plenty of money, I would say that the most important factor in Bill's future is having plenty of money.
Yeah. Plenty money.
Balance it so that she can be free.
Yes. To do the career that I want.
To do anything you want.
Yes. For you is to God's purpose or God's plan and plenty money.
Okay, so which one do you think is?
Is the two?
No, there must be one that is greater than the other.
If I was going to pick,
Mm.
I would say God's purpose.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the number one thing on their bucket list?
The number one thing on Rogba's bucket list is to jump out of a plane. Am I correct?
It's close to number one.
It's close to. Oh, so what's number one? What trumps that?
Going to space.
Ah, Chai.
Like number
He
one.
has been saying that. Yeah.
I want to go to
space. Yes.
Then we can have
Jumping off the plane. Okay.
But I want to go to space.
What's my own number one?
Number one thing on Bill's bucket list. I don't really know if this is a bucket list item or not. He wants to relocate and leave Nigeria. Period. I don't know if that's a bucket list thing, but yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. But he's not really keen on jumping out of a plane. You know, if we're going to space, let's go. But it's not like a thing that she has to do before she dies. That's what I think. But I think living in a foreign country is like a big thing for you. I think that's like number one for you. You need to do that before you die.
But God has told me otherwise, but it's fine.
Has God really told you otherwise? Say wait. Didn't say no.
Yeah, I've talked.
Say wait.
What's their biggest turn?
Biggest turn on. I will not go and do their show. Then your fans that are watching, your fans that are watching will not say, "Ooh."
Whisper to me first. No, that's not it.
I will feel.
Turn on. No.
Oh, okay. So it's not in that direction.
But I don't think that's. But that's definitely not it. But turn on, the thing that will turn me on.
A smart woman. Yes or no?
A smart hot woman, yeah. I guess. Bill's turn on. Bill's biggest turn on is. I have no idea.
But why?
Because, I mean, if I give you like a really correct gift, I feel like that's a turn on. But I can't think of anything else outside of that. So what would you say your biggest turn on?
Well, like maybe something I've wanted, like really wanted, and I'd been saying it. Maybe
thought out gift.
Well thought out gift. Yes.
Well, I kind of got that.
Yeah, whatever.
What is their biggest turn off?
His biggest turn off is smell. I think.
No.
I think that's our biggest turn off. Yeah.
Your biggest turn off is his smell as well. Or dirty people.
Yeah, smell.
Yeah.
Are they more passive or confrontational?
Beer is passive aggressive. He is very passive aggressive.
Rogba is confrontational.
How do they like to be apologized to?
Hey. So Rogba likes the very direct apology. I am sorry for this. I am sorry for. Did you hear me say I am sorry? I am sorry, in case you did not hear. I am sorry.
I'm sorry for the particular.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just be sorry. Sorry. Bill, you have to, you have to work it. Come, say sorry now. But I don't cry. I know. We are sorry.
Do they respond quickly or need time to process an argument?
In an argument, Bill, it depends. Bill responds emotionally when you're having an argument. But if you want her to actually be able to answer you and give you like proper answers, you need to let her process what you said and then come back. Process what you said, process what she said, and then come back. Process her emotions and then come back. And now, yes, so she takes her time to process.
So it depends for you as well, because if it's a question, if it's an argument where it's a question being said to you, you sometimes you will say, I don't have the answer right now. I will get back to you. Sometimes, but most times you would respond on the spot.
Do they prefer structure or going with the flow?
Rogba prefers structure.
I think it's a mix.
It's a mix.
Depends on the situation.
What do they like most about you?
What does Bill like most about me? That I will always put her first. I think that's what she likes about me. I thought that's why I'm really smart. One of them. I don't know. I have to form distance.
Yeah. Put me first, yes. Okay, so what Rogba likes the most about me would be the fact that I'm loyal. It's obvious that
I know you better.
I do know you better,
No,
but
I know you better
fine.
than you know me, but it's okay. Yeah.
Wrap it up.
You wrap it up.
Welcome to another challenge.
I'm scared.
And today we're going to play Jenga.
Hmm.
Well, we added a little twist to make it a little more interesting. So we have 2 shots here. Whoever topples the tower has to take 2 shots.
Wow. Not even your own. Take
No,
both.
Take both shots. So
Oh God.
we good to go? You ready?
So how do you play? Because I know I've seen it before.
You need to remove a piece and then put it on top. And
how do you remove the piece? You have to remove it.
Slide it out.
Okay, and then
just make sure it doesn't
fall. Okay, and then put it on top.
Yes.
Okay, so at this junction, you will have to go first so that
Okay.
I know what I'm doing.
All right, let's go. So this why do you have to put it on top? Are you sure you have to put it on top? Okay.
Jesus, it's not.
Once you touch it, you have to.
Okay.
I don't understand. I just did it for you.
Because
that counts.
Because you love me. Sin is confusing.
No.
Okay.
This is not very bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 spaces are out. It's 4.
It's falling.
It's falling. It is falling.
Don't put it on that side. How am I telling you? destroyed the integrity of my style. Whatever I do now is going to fall.
Oh, Baru.
I can't. But you know that you are disturbing me.
Sorry. Sorry.
Like I literally disturb you.
Sorry, we're not disturbing again. Hey.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
That's not helping.
Oh, sorry. I'm crying that I have to pull another one.
Can we do something from when I want to send?
Can't we take from the upper?
Hmm?
Can't we take from the upper side?
No, we can't. She said anything above 1, 2, 3.
It's a question I'm asking.
What we built is above 1, 2, 3.
Asking.
I beg you, Parkwell. So I have the opportunity for somebody to come here and play for me safe.
Are you angry?
Yes. For what? Let me help you. Let me help you.
Rogba, you know that you took out from above 1.
You held it with your hand.
I didn't hold
People
it.
were telling you what to remove and you were removing it. I didn't. Nobody. I didn't do that. So drink.
I have to finish it.
Yes. Shots. Let's go. Drink shot. Yeah, no, she's not. Amwell is impartial. She's the only impartial person in this. Like, I trusted you. No, the shots. Up. All the way. Thank you very much. And how great was the fall? So I know we're not playing the game. Sorry, there. I know we're not playing the game totally by the rules, but you know we did our best. It's our first time playing,
Yes.
and as usual, I won. Catch you again on another episode of Love and Everything. Yeah, so there.
Have you cut?
You're not allowed to do that. My shoulder.
Sneakers with it, but there's no color you won't wear. Really.
Fair enough. That was his favorite subject.
Yes. And she said, what was his favorite subject in school?
And I didn't get that vibe, and he's telling me because he was in engineering. How
No,
does that
because
follow?
I wanted to be an engineer.
Yes.
Netflix, you have missed it.
No, that's why I asked her, can I take from there? It's cheating to take from there. You can't use one hand to stabilize the thing now. No, that one is not even acceptable. Hey, do we have ice?
No.
Wow. Just wow. Like, literally wow.
Do you want me to lie to you?
Drink. A drink with no ice.
You'll be fine.
It's warm.
You'll survive.
Yeah. Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, welcome to
Love and everything in between.
So today we're going to be talking about love languages and how it affects Marriage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So we had this discussion recently about love languages. And we had this discussion when we were doing the checklisting at the beginning.
Yes, this popular checklist.
Yes, but still, here we go.
Yes. So
Speaking of love languages, I think it would be nice to also just, for the benefits,
yeah.
of those that actually don't know what we're talking about.
Mhm.
So the 5 love languages
Yeah.
are based on a test developed by Gary Chapman. And the basic premise of the test is you need to find out how you express heartfelt commitment or love towards
someone,
your significant other, your partner. And according to him, there were 5.
Yeah, which is acts of service, words of affirmation, gifts,
receiving of gifts,
quality time,
physical touch.
Physical touch, yes.
Physical touch, yeah. So, and we find as human beings, everybody has some kind of combination
of all
these
5.
Yeah. But in most cases, there are 2 dominant love languages.
Yeah.
So
actually, someone that has 3.
Yeah, it's possible. But there's some really dominant love languages, and those love languages are what help you feel loved or not.
Okay.
So if I don't understand your love language, but I am trying to express love to you, because there's a tendency for me as a human being to express love the way I receive love, I may end up not showing you love. So if, for example, your love language is words of affirmation, but I think your love language is receiving of gifts, what I will tend to do, because maybe I like to receive gifts, is I'll always buy you gifts.
Yeah.
And then in my head, I'm fulfilling
that part of
fulfilling my expression of love to you. Let's imagine, for example, you have a love tank. I believe that I'm filling this tank up. You get. Meanwhile, it's getting depleted because I'm not giving you words of affirmation.
Okay.
So it is important that I understand what your language is, so that I can love you, I can help you feel loved the way you need to be, and then vice versa.
Yeah.
But we find that most people, 1, don't even know what love languages are. 2, even if they know, don't really bother to try to find out. They just assume what love languages are, and it has such a major effect
on the
relationships. I mean, when we started dating, we thought, we had that my long checklist conversation, and there was an assumption that we had figured out what the love language was. And based on that, we've just been
I think
throwing